Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Okay, so this will be our first class this year because last week was a holiday, so we did not have our class. Okay, so I would like to greet everyone Happy New Year. Okay, so we have five students now. Okay, I hope some of you will turn your cameras on so that it will not seem like I'm talking to myself only. Hello, Im, and to those who just came in the class, good morning. Okay, so where are the others? Thank you, Sheena, Im, and Panda for opening your cameras. I really appreciate that. Who's that behind you, Sheena? Is that your brother?
Yeah, teacher, my consist.
Mm. Is he studying here also in SJM or a different school?
High school.
No, your brother. Is he studying in a different school or here also in SJM?
Different.
A different school, okay. Okay, so I think most of you are here. Okay, so once again, good morning, everybody. So today we will start discussing our topic for the finals. But before that, I would like to highlight the names first of those students who did not send their midterm exam activity yet. So we have Omsin, we also have Pai, Kim, Im, Bacon, Akira, Anda. We also have Pus, or Pas, I mean. Pas, right? Pus, Pas. Okay. We also have Kaupan, Kung King, JJ, and Obama. So those are the students who don't have scores yet. So please do your midterm exam. Okay, just watch the video on December 27. Okay. So I think your worksheets are here, right? You don't have your worksheets with you. So I will just give further instructions later as to how you are going to answer our activity. Okay. So as what I have said earlier, we will start discussing our topics for the finals. Okay, our class discussion will be today only. Starting next week, we will have hands-on activity. Okay, because our topic will be about Google Forms. Okay, so let me share my screen to you first. Okay, so we are now on chapter 5. Okay, but I think you don't have your worksheet there, so please just look at here on the screen, and then I hope that everyone will participate. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for confirming. Okay, by the way, if you want to answer, please raise your hand. Okay, so what is chapter 5 all about? What is chapter 5 all about?
Data gathering.
Okay, so chapter 5 is all about data gathering, or you can also say data gathering. Okay, so we will study about data gathering here, students. I will teach you how to, what do you call this one? How to collect data, the different ways on how we can collect data from a variety of sources. Okay, so let's talk about data first. Of course, before we can collect data, we need to know first what data are. Okay, so what do you mean when you say data? Who wants to read? Please raise your hand. What is data or what are data? Sorry. Data is a plural word. Okay, so what are data? Wants to read? Please raise your hand. If no one will participate, then I will be forced to call names. Okay, Kaot.
Yes. Data are facts about something.
What else?
It may be in the form of text, numbers, image, and sound.
Okay, thank you, Kaot. So when you say data, students, these are facts about something, something true about something or someone. And data may be in the form of text, numbers, images, and sounds. Okay, so data can be in different forms, and one of them is text. When you say text, it is composed of letters. Okay, so one example will be your name. Okay, your name, your nickname, your father's name of places, names of animals, names of things. So those are examples of data that are in the form of text. Okay, another form of data is numbers, in the form of numbers. Can you give me examples of data that are numbers? Anyone? Any information or data that are numbers? Can you give me one? Hello, do I have students here? Any data that are in the form of numbers? Okay, I'll give you one example. One example would be your age or how old are you? Okay, your age is an example of data that is in a number form. Can you give me another?
The weight. The
Sorry?
weight.
Okay, your weight is an example of number also. What else? Do I have only one student here? How about the others? Are you planning to answer also? So if you will not answer, then I will just give all the points to the student who is answering. So can you give me another example of data that are in the form of numbers?
The height.
Okay, height also, very good. Again, Kauot, was that you again? Okay, so we have height, weight, age. What else? Can you give me one more? It is usually found on your phone. If you have a phone, you have this one. So what is it? Yes, Im?
Time.
Time, yes, can be a number, data also, very good. Okay, so let's go back to my question earlier. If you have a phone, you have this one. What is it? What data or data that is in a number form that you can find in your phone or on your phone? Anyone? Anyone can answer. You may open your microphone. Yes. If you have a phone, I'm sure that you have this one too. It is in a number form. What is it? Hello, my students. I have only two. My question is very, very easy. It is very, very easy. If you have a phone, you have this one. It is in a number form. What is it?
Calculator.
It is an app. But I'm asking for a data.
Yeah.
Yes,
What is
Panda?
number form?
Number. Yes, Panda?
What is number form?
Number. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For example, your age. How old are you? For example, you are 13 years old. 13 is a data that is in a number form. That is an example of that. Okay, so let's go back to my question earlier, which is very, very easy. If you have a phone, you have this one. You have this information. What is it?
Battery of the phone.
Not really. If you don't have this one, other people cannot call you.
Phone.
Phone what?
number.
Yes, exactly. Phone number. That is also an example of number or data that is in the form of number. Okay, see, my question is very easy, but it took for you quite long to answer it. Okay, also students, another form of data would be your images. You know, image. What is the other word for
Yes,
image?
the picture.
Okay, pictures or photos, very good. And also videos also is included here, by the way. Okay, and also we have sounds. Okay, your songs, your music, those are example of data. Okay, so again, data are facts about something or someone. Okay, any questions? I think no questions, right? So let's go to the next part of our lesson. We will now discuss about the types of data. So there are two types of data, and what are they? Number one, we have, what's the
Primary
first?
data and
Okay.
secondary data.
Okay, very good, Koot. So we have primary data and secondary data. Okay, so let's talk about primary data first. Okay, so when you say primary data, it is first-hand or raw data. Okay, again, first-hand or raw data. And these are data collected by a researcher from first-hand sources. Okay, so when you say primary data, students, it can be, or these data can be collected through survey, interviews, or experiments. Do you know survey? Do you know survey, yes or no? Students, do you know survey?
Yes.
What is survey in Thai?
แบบสำรวจ
Yes, good. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, so survey, for example, if you want to conduct a survey about something to other people, that means you are getting primary data. When you say primary data, it is a type of data that you get directly from the source. Okay, it is first-hand or raw data. Okay, you can also get or collect primary data through interview. How about interview? Do you know interview? Do you know interview? Interview is a process where one is asking a question and the other one is answering. Do you know that? Yes or
Yes.
no? What is it in Thai?
สัมภาษณ์
Okay. Okay, so interview, you can also get primary data from that because the person can answer directly the question and you can directly get the answer from that person. Also, you can get primary data through experiments. Like in science, if you want to experiment about something or if you want to observe something, then you can just do that and you can get primary data. So for example, if you want to observe or if you want to experiment how something does something, then you can also you can get primary data from that by experimenting or observing it. Okay, So again, we can get primary data through survey, interview, or experiments / observation. Okay? Do you understand? Yes or
Yes.
no? Okay, and primary data also is known as first-hand data. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to secondary data. What do you mean by secondary data? Who can read? Who can read or who wants to read? Secondary data. Kauot again. How about the others? Kauot, let's give chance to others. Okay, thank you for always participating, Kauot. I really appreciate that. Im, let's give chance to others. Okay, you answered like 2 or 3 times already, Im. Okay, and I appreciate your participation. Okay, who wants to read aside from Im and Kauot? If no one will read, then we will not proceed. Who wants to read? Students, all you need to do is read. Who wants to read? Please raise your hand. Oh, I have only 2 students. Okay, so we will wait. I can wait for like 10 minutes and then when the time is not enough, then you will just do the activity by yourself. Is that okay with you? Because no one wants to read and reading is very, very easy. Or, okay, this is my condition for today. Those who will not participate will be absent today. Okay, so not absent today. We have Kauot and Im only. Okay, others are still absent. So if you want to not be absent today, then you need to participate even just 1 time. Okay, so Kauot and Im present, others absent. Okay, so who wants to read this one? It's up to you. I have the attendance sheet here. Who wants to read secondary data? No one? Absent? I'm not kidding, students. I'm very serious. I'm just smiling, but I'm very serious. Okay, Panda.
Second-hand data. These are data from studies, survey, experiment, or research that have been run by other people.
Okay, very good, Panda. Thank you for reading. So you're not absent today, okay? There are already 3 students who are present. Okay, so secondary data means second-hand data, of course, because it is secondary. These are gathered from studies, surveys, experiments, or research that have been run by other people. Okay, so in short, secondary data can be collected from books, websites, articles, because when you are reading books, you are not getting the data directly from the main source. You are getting the data from the books only. Okay, same with websites and articles. That is why these are considered as secondary data. Okay, those data that you get from books, those data that you get from websites or articles, magazines, newspapers are considered secondary data. Okay, understand? You understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so again, what are the 2 types of data? Number 1, we have
Primary data and secondary
primary
data.
and secondary data. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, now let's go to our next topic, which is about, I have a comparison here, by the way, of primary and secondary data. Okay, so again, primary data, first hand, secondary data, second hand. Okay, and then when it comes to data, primary is real time because you can get it right away, right? And it is recent. While secondary data is past data because you can just get it from books, okay? And those data from the books have been researched long ago, something like that. For process, primary is very involved. Secondary is quick and easy, of course, because you can just search. Source, okay? So we have surveys for primary, experiments, interview, and the like. And then we also have for secondary data, we have websites, books, journals, and so on and so forth. When it comes to cost of how much is it, primary data is of course expensive because you will need to set an area for interview, something like that. You will really make an effort here. Okay, and then secondary is economical because the internet is free. You can search anywhere there, everything there. And then collection time for primary is long, short for secondary data, and then other things to consider. Okay, so these are the basic comparisons between primary and secondary data. Okay, now let's go to our next topic, which is about data gathering. Okay, so what do you mean when you say data gathering? Who can read aside from those students who read already? So Kauot, Im, and Panda are present. Who else wants to be present? Who can read this one? Please raise your hand. Okay, Bacon.
Yeah, it is also known as data collection.
Mm-hmm.
It
What
is
else?
the process of collecting information from a variety of sources.
Okay, thank you, Bacon. You are not absent today. Okay, so for students today. Okay, so data gathering, it is also known as data collection. When you say data gathering, you are collecting data. Okay, for example, if you ask someone, what is your name? And then that someone answered you his or her name. So that is collecting data already, or data gathering or data collection. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so you can collect data from a variety of sources. And just like data gathering also has methods. It has two methods, okay? And it's easy to remember because the word is similar to the words that we have in the types of data. Okay, so number one, what's the first data gathering method that we have? Who can read? Aside from those students who read already, what's the first method of data gathering? Oh, no one wants to be present anymore? I think others are playing games. I can feel it. Okay, Kim?
Primary data collection method.
Okay, thank you, Kim. You are not absent today. And how about the second one? We have what's the second data gathering method that we have? Okay, I will wait. What is the second data gathering method that we have? The answer is on the screen, students. All you need to do is read. You don't even need to think. So,
Primary and secondary data collection
okay,
method.
Kauot, was that you again? Okay, thank you, Kauot. So secondary data collection method. Okay, so these are the two data gathering methods. We have primary and secondary data collection methods. So let's discuss now about primary data collection methods. Okay, so what do you mean when you say primary data collection methods? Anyone from those students who haven't participated yet? Please raise your hand. What do you mean when you say primary data collection method? Hello. Hi. Do I have any more students aside from Kauot, Kim, Im, Bacon, and Panda? Yes, who did?
It is done through observation, survey, interview, or experimentation.
Okay. Thank you, Okay, thank you, Pudit. I appreciate your participation. You are not absent today. Okay, primary data collection method is done through observation, okay, survey, interview, or experimentation. This one is somehow connected to the discussion, to our discussion about primary data earlier, because primary data uses primary data collection method. Okay, so it is done through survey. Also, we have interview. We also have experimentation or observation. Okay, like these four. Okay, so these are all primary data collection method. It's like you are doing it by yourself to get the data that you need. Okay, so primary data collection method. Now let's go to secondary data collection method. Okay, so what do you mean by secondary data collection method? Wants to read aside from those students who read? Okay, Anda. Anda, do you want to read or not? Anda, we can't hear you. No, we can still hear you. Can you hear Anda, students?
No.
Can you hear? No, right? No. Anda, I think there's a problem with your microphone. We can't hear you. If you are using headphones, can you remove your headphones?
Teacher, microphone and that is working.
Okay,
But she
okay.
want to read.
Okay, so okay. I think I might consider that. Okay, I might consider that. Thank you for raising your hand, Anda. I understand that you have a problem. Okay, so who wants to read instead of Anda? Who wants to read instead of Anda? And aside from those students who have participated already. Okay, so I guess no more, right? Okay, so who wants to read? Anyone? Raise your hand, please. Hello? Anyone can read, even though you have participated already. So please raise your hand if you want to read.
Done
Okay.
me. It is done through internet research or leading publication.
Okay, so a secondary data collection method is done through internet research or reading publications such as books, newspapers, and magazines. Okay, so when you say primary or secondary data collection method, you are not getting or collecting data directly from the main source. You are just using a secondary source. Okay? Understand? Do you understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so again, what are the two data gathering methods that we have? Number one, we have
Primary and secondary data.
Okay, so we have primary and secondary data collection method. Okay, so that is, students, for our lesson for today. And now we will proceed to our activity. So I know that some of you don't have their worksheets because it's here. But for those who have worksheets, I think you need to open it to page 18, I think. Okay, those who have their worksheets with them, please open it to page 18. Okay, so let me open the activity for you first. Okay, please give me a moment. Okay, do you see this one on page 18? Kaot, I think you have your worksheet with you, right? Okay, so this will be your activity. I would like you to interview a friend or someone there at home, okay, and fill out the form below, okay? Or if you want to interview your classmate, you can just call your classmate and then ask him or her some questions. For those who don't have their worksheets there, I would like you to download this one. I will send this one later to our line group. Download and print, or if you have an iPad or a tablet and you have a pen, you can answer it on your iPad or tablet. Okay, but if you don't have, then you need to print this one and then fill out the form below. Okay, so here, students, you will need to ask your friend his or her full name, nickname, birth date, age, weight, height, hobbies. By the way, hobbies are the things that you like to do during your free time. Okay, and then also you will ask your friend his or her favorite color, movie, song, food, and game. Okay, so you will just interview your friend, okay, whoever that may be. You may also interview someone at home if you want to. It's okay with me, as long as you fill out all of the information needed. Okay? Any questions? No? Okay, again, for those who don't have their worksheets, or for those who don't have like tablets or iPad to answer this one, okay, you need to print it, but you can use the other way of answering this one. It depends on you, as long as I have this output. Okay, anyway, I will just need a photo. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Okay, and by the way, Kaot present, Omsin absent, Chuik absent, Guy absent, Sui absent, Satang absent, Pai absent, Put absent, Akira absent. We also have Chompu absent, Pas absent, Pungking absent, JJ absent, Obama absent, Sheena absent. Okay, so those students who are present today are Kaot, Kim, Im, Bacon, Panda, Anda, and Kaupan. Okay, because these are just the students who participated today. Okay, so do you still have any more questions? Questions? You can ask now. We still have like 5 minutes. Okay, so I think no more questions. Okay, so I really appreciate those students who participated today. Again, I really appreciate your participation, Kaot, Kim, Im, Bacon, Panda, Anda, and Pudit. Okay, so thank you for your participation today. Others are absent. Okay, so I will see you again next week for our hands-on activity. Please prepare your email or Gmail account, because we will use Google Forms next week. I will teach you how to create simple forms in Google Forms. Okay? Okay, students, so stay safe and have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye.